Captain.
So what we doing during this Aries season? Nah, I'm serious. I'm motherfucking serious because every time you look around, there's always some fuck shit that one got to go through. There's always somebody that's going against the motherfucking hammer. It's always got somebody that's going against your motherfucking shield. You understand? Your fucking shield. Some motherfucker that's always trying to test your assertiveness. What type of bullshit is that? You know what I'm saying? But I guess it gotta be a thing because their assertiveness and their courage and their determination need to be tested. And besides testing it on the right thing, they decide to test it on humanity. Because they evil and malicious like that. Don't you worry about it. That's how people pick their opponents, because they think they can win against those who they think are weak. And that's just natural, just like that. You can ask anybody.
Captain. Flexing in the mirror, looking at my reflection, trying to find out where I can find protection, where I also see perfection, and where I also seek rejection.
You're saying,
help me now, help my hand, help me now, help my plans, take me now and rise me up to the top and fill my cup.
you gotta fucking win. You know what I'm saying? You gotta feel it. Cause sometimes, everything's new. The experience is new, but the situations sometimes ain't new. Sometimes it's asking you to be able to have a new courage this time. You know what I'm saying? You know you gotta have a new courage. Like I didn't, you know what I'm saying? I was kind of weak right here. I didn't really have the assertiveness like I wanted to have the assertiveness, but I got the courage now. This is Aries season. This is what Aries does to everybody. You gotta understand what it's giving. You gotta understand at the end of the day, you gonna ask yourself what you gonna do about it. Because you sick and tired of being sick and tired going through the same old.
Captain.
Please stand by.
Welcome.
I'm pretty much sure you already know what it's giving and what's going on. Welcome to the show. I'm your host, Sir Howard, and I only came true. Chapter with your Pope. For this Aries season, I entice everyone that they need to be more courageous and to be more brave in what they believe, right? Self-confidence is the motherfucking key when it comes down to Aries season. I mean, come on. You trying to do something and you know you've been working at it and it was time for your first plate. Yo, what you gonna do about it? You gonna be all nervous, all jittery and shit, and you know ain't no more practice. You know what I'm saying? No more fucking practice. Sometimes Aries season makes us feel that way. Well, it's no more practice. And that should be fine because we had enough time to be able to dive into some, into some other shit. You know what I'm saying? Into some euphoric shit. To where we had fuzz over our eyes, and to some of us, it was a great fuzz of awakening, and to some of us it was a great cleansing, and to some of us it was a great awakening, and to some of us it was a great headache. All fire signs are naturally optimistic. That's all the way from Aries to Leo to Sagittarius. Very optimistic, so it ain't really nothing that you can do about that part if you have that fire activated into your natal chart. Like I can tell you that, I gotta read your chart. But you'll definitely be a powerful person if you had planetary energies that was placed into the sign of confidence, courage, drive, and enthusiasm, and bluntness, and being very lucky to be able to have this expression in your life. Besides being someone that has to give it to somebody else differently when we live in a world of heated tension, quick action, and crazy and deranged ways of thinking. But sometimes we don't always want to think like that. And a lot of times we don't always want to move like that or behave like that. We don't want the patterns like that. And then we get judged. Let me tell you something about Aries. Aries can always feel like the first. But then you know how they always say the first is the last and the last, you know what I'm saying, is the first. It can feel like that also. It's natural. Aries has a drive and an ambition to be able to really conquer some shit, and it get frustrated, like it keep hitting his head against a cold brick wall. Eventually, you know what I'm saying, it's gonna get tiresome. I mean, the head don't crack. It just get tired. It get wore out. That's natural, right? Spiritually, you can get naturally wore out by steadily fighting in overdrive. You know what I'm saying? You fighting in overdrive for situations that's going on in your life. And that right there ain't good for the gas tank. That right there ain't gonna make the propane tank more saturated and infused with all type of shit. Anyway, don't worry about that part that I just was trying to explain that shit. Like, just know that Aries is explosive. The aim is to be direct, and response is for you to take it like that. Direct hit, direct miss, because it's just that powerful. Now, if you're Aries rising, you should automatically know that you are naturally in tune into success, into succeeding at something, constantly, a thing, a habit, an embrace that you embrace. Because fuck, what you gonna do? Keep holding back those feelings, keep holding back those vibes, keep holding back those thoughts, keep holding back your actions. That don't work for Aries. And if you have no planetary energies up in the sign of Aries, and it comes to you like this in a quick wave and get revealed to you in these type of ways, where you can be able to relate it not only to the fleshly side of yourself, but also to the spiritual side of yourself. You're gonna have to be able to do that. Sling it both ways, because we live in both polarities, right? You can be feeling it, somebody else can be feeling it, but then at the same time, they, you know what I'm saying, they could be doing some shit and they don't even know what it's really giving on the physical. Some know what it's really giving. Haven't they violated every code of conduct to your characteristic? That's what you need to ask yourself. If you ever feeling low and you need to pick yourself up with a little bit of confidence, then you know where you're being drained at, and you keep fighting this type of situation, you need to come up with a better plan. You need to do something brand new, do something different. Because the other shit, it was working, but it probably wasn't effective because you're still in it. So, you know, when you was thinking like, shit, if I had, like when Mars ended up taking a break from all the ruckus, right? And you had enough time to be able to focus on your ideas, your goals, your plans, and the things that you wanted to achieve with thyself. You did. And you felt a little bit more peace. You felt a little bit more harmony. You felt that the time was, you know, slowing down, and that things took a break and everybody got busy into their own reality of life and their circumstances. After they then depleted themselves when Mars first came into the sign of the Gemini. And when I say depleted yourself, I'm talking about the energy that you was putting into those months ago from last year into the same thing, to your community, family, relationships, and friends, colleagues, just a whole bunch of shit. Whole bunch of shit, reading shit, signing shit, you know, shit getting sent to you, you're sending shit back. But here comes the powerful you coming through the door once again. Fast like lightning.
What do you say, sir? You're the captain. Well, leader of the key. Operator.
Overcoming.
This is the operator.
Overpowering. Being determined, but in a positive way. Harmoniously blending yourself in with humbleness. Understanding that sometimes it takes a little bit of moving and shaking to be able to get things back into order. It takes a little bit of ducking and dodging and swinging back or protecting yourself. However you want to do defensive work or retaliation work. Maybe you're a good defender, so you defend yourself. Maybe you're a good hitter, so you hit more. Maybe you're a slick ass motherfucker and you always go below the belt. And my favorite quote, whichever way we choose, is because that's how we was feeling during that time. And a lot of us, you know, we wish that we can turn back the hands of time. Everyone does. Cause trust me, everyone cares about something. Even if they don't care about being here on the motherfucking earth. They're living amongst mankind. They're living amongst feminine and masculine energy, living amongst the confusion of the delusion of time. It's either you're gonna do something about it, or you're gonna let the blind lead the blind during this every season, because every season is all about that courage, but knowing that, you know what I'm saying, that you're right, and you know what I'm saying, like, you still harmonizing balance and shit like that. Like, you ain't just going off the fucking meter. Like, you know exactly what the fuck you're doing. No more second guessing.
Back to the time again.
Yeah.
Won't you rise to the top again? One more candy for you.
Please take your seat and fasten your seatbelt.
Alright, so
Thank you.
let's go ahead on and end this off with the Aries, the daring one, the pioneer, the one who conquers, the one who has no fear, the one who can't understand it like nobody else. Like, I don't understand why you couldn't jump over that shit. Well, I don't understand why you couldn't take that shit. Well, I don't understand why you getting all tight. Well, I don't understand why you getting all tense, because the way I express myself, I express tensely, I say things tensely, and I do things intensely. I'm an intensely person. Ugly. And wherever Aries is at in your chart, you're attentive like that. And you attentive like that, right? You're paying attention in that area of your life when the sun is passing through the sign of the alien-like type of vibes. You know what I'm saying? Because it's so new, it's so fresh. It's so, what the fuck is that? What the fuck? How did you fucking elevate? How did you become much wiser? How did you come up with another plan? How did you not fall into a slumber? These are all the beautiful answers during the Aries season, where we can ask ourselves and we can ask others as we travel through this funky ass place of humans in a beautiful land that was created by the Most High Power. Because everybody wanted a piece of it, and everybody got their own evil motherfucking idea, which is so crazy. Just to think that they got so many multi-worlds, and then they want to bring that shit down to a busy world, and it just don't make any sense. You gotta understand what it's given. If that shit gonna, look, the shit that the news media is putting out, taking up your time, the fucking videos that they putting out, what's going on, trying to make it a trendy thing, wasting your time, sucking you up. Yeah, they got real shit that's happening out here that need to pay attention to, and they got bullshit. They got bullshit out here that people pay attention to also. That's natural. The problem only becomes one when someone actually start living that, actually start walking to that rhythm of life, actually start beating a drum to the rhythm of the environment, of the thought out environment. You know what I'm saying? Like, you think you living like this, but you ain't living like that, because you don't even know how the other motherfuckers living on the next level in their environment. Because if you're not in the same environment, how could you understand that environment? Then you go to the other environment, and then it's like you understand the environment, but it ain't like you sleep over there. It ain't like you live over there 24/7. It ain't like you deal with the red lights and the yellow lights and the green lights and the stop signs and the road congestion in this area of this particular car always jumping in front of you every freaking morning, because y'all going the same way. Leaving out at the same time on the same rhythm. Everybody got a different type of life, how they pursue it. And it's different levels, I swear. It ain't about money. Because that's what I wanted to tell everybody when you're forging ahead. A lot of the times, to a lot of people, though, it really ain't about money. It really ain't got shit to do with that. But a lot of the times, a lot of people out here can really be making it seem like that's a big deal. Holyfield, man. Because at the end of the day, that shit don't mean a damn thing. Because the only thing they want is your motherfucking money. For what? I don't even fucking know. Because it just seemed like a whole fucking Ponzi scheme any fucking way. I believe truly in my sweetheart that everybody, including every space that crawls over the rocky dirt of earth, would get some type of fruit tree that's all over saturated in the environments. Everywhere you go, every step you make, every move you take, it should be free like that. Plant them bitches like that. Go to the Amazon tear it all down, though. You know what I'm saying? That's what they do. They like to do shit like that. They look at that as you know what I'm saying? They like to tear shit down. But now it's different, right? When we have Aries season and then we have Saturn that's up in the sign of Pisces, you tearing what down? It's gonna be hard to tear the dream down because your dream is too cardinal in its actions. Like it's really determined to see this thing come to fruition. It's really willing to not sacrifice, but to maintain a sense of purification, purifying itself in this arena, area of his life. Letting go, right? Adding in fresh, and Aries wants to do that anyway. Saturn is there for the extra gas muscle. You know what I'm saying? It's like the diesel truck that runs on electricity. Also, enough of the whole thing. As long as you love like you know how to love, and as long as you care like you know how to care, as long as you understand that sounds like a hit and that sounds like a holler, as long as you understand that sounds like a laugh and that sounds like a cry. Only thing that you need to understand is that felt bad or that felt good. Only thing you need to understand is that right there, I didn't understand, or that right there, I understood. Ain't nobody gonna help you if you not willing to upgrade yourself. You know what I'm saying? Like, people could be helping you, but it's gonna feel like nobody ain't trying to help you because you're still in a zone where you refuse to upgrade yourself during this Aries season, because that's what it's giving. I don't know if they want people to hear this shit or not anyway, you know what I'm saying? Because I don't be getting out there in the streets. Sometimes I do, but I think people don't be, catching my videos in time and shit and be feeling the vibe and the flex of it during that moment. Yes, but trust me, it's better. And once you understand that it's better, you understand that you are loved by those who you think that don't love you. I don't see you. I don't know who you are. I don't want to partake in your happiness. You know what I'm saying? You push everything to the side when you needed that. Don't push it to the side. Never push it to the side. You always keep a little cone open. You always keep somebody, like if you're the type of person that feels like that it's too close to comfort, you always keep a little crumb of love somewhere, so you don't have to go off too bad. So you don't have to go against, the system. Like you just dive right into the motherfucking system of society because you figure that's the way shit goes. I gotta do A to do B to do C to get to D. Because everything is all like that. It's like, standing in the motherfucking cafeteria line.
It's 3 minutes to, and we're ready.
It's all the same. You living in the world or you living locked up? You living in a busy arena or you living in an isolated area? It don't matter where you try to go or where you try to escape to find freedom, to be able to be expressive or your past behaviors. You see what I'm saying? Like, you get a chance to be able to do it all over again, but what you gonna do about it this time? Was you being good or was you being bad? Was you learning from your mistakes when you were sitting down and you were just taking a break from the war? Now, I'm not trying to compare this to anything, but the war that's really happening right now in the world, that been going on since Mars has been in the sign of Gemini of last year. And then remember, you didn't hear nothing about that war, like, dissipated. You know what I'm saying? Like, everything went chilled out, but it haven't chilled out. It's just like motherfucker taking a coffee break. Some motherfuckers get up with the same butter knife. You know what I'm saying? Then other real motherfuckers who understand, you know what I'm saying? That, look, motherfucker, there was a coffee break. There was a cigarette break, bitch. I'm back up at it again. I was 15 minutes ready before the motherfucking coffee break was done. I had enough time to hydrate myself, sharpen my tools, grab some more protection, refill my goodie bag. While you sat up there weeping, crying, complaining, getting someone else to fight your battles, pounding and shoving on the wall, too afraid to be able to step up yourself, to come up out of the darkness. You ready for somebody else to do it for you, to come up out of the darkness. No, it takes us as individuals to come up out of the darkness so we can come up out of the mess that we have gotten ourselves into with the perceptions that we have about ourselves, what keeps us kind of like stagnant a little bit when it comes down to changing and accepting our maturity. It's like a natural thing. Don't even trip about it. These things it's not as easy as pie to be able to transform yourself like this, because anything that transforms, you can look at it all naturally. You know what I'm saying? You can look at the hard work that an apple puts into just to turn rotten. It's not an easy process. It goes through several stages before it gets to the word decompose. Several stages. And by the time you know it, you know what I'm saying, you kind of understand what it's given. They always gonna try to find a way for those who are great at recognizing who they are, for those who are constantly building on their self-esteem, constantly working on themselves, even though, you know what I'm saying, you understand that, whoo, child, this is a long process. I don't see how nobody around this motherfucker, you know what I'm saying, can walk around acting like, you know what I'm saying, like they invincible or perfect to the T. Like, you know, no humbleness at all. Envy is full of strife. It just don't add up. It wouldn't add up. It wouldn't make any sense to think that way. To kind of put yourself out like that, it wouldn't make no sense to do that. Some people will think that it does make sense. Then others will also agree to disagree with that one. Because we want to be different so bad. You understand what I'm saying? We so on the outside looking in, so bad looking ass. And that's what we got, you know, especially for those who, you know, like their little peace and harmony and like to, you know, stay low key or just like to live a life. You know what I'm saying? Like, get the fuck out of the way. I'm trying to, you know what I'm saying? I'm just living. What the fuck is giving? Fuck you coming over hating for? What the fuck you got a problem for? What the fuck you talking shit for like a ruffin mouth ass? You fucking ruffle lip ass motherfucker. See how more disgusting and your imagination and your tone and your poise and your speech has to be when you dealing with demonic forces. You ain't dealing with no motherfucking sweet angels. You dealing with motherfucking demonic ass forces because they trying to come against you because they got issued them damn selves. They going through something. But they steady trying to, you know what I'm saying, avoid that situation by fucking with other people and, you know, and doing all type of crazy satanic shit. Because that's the type of shit people do when they are lost. And then they think that they understand everything. They think they got the hidden. They think they got the lost. They think, you know what I'm saying, like, I'm the only one that walk around with this knowledge. Then what the fuck you doing here? Why you not somewhere else? What the fuck you doing here on Earth? Did you know they're using fucking paper trees to sell fucking shit to put in your stomach? And they selling, you gotta work for a tree. You know, the more trees you got, the more food you get to put into your motherfucking stomach. These motherfuckers don't care. That's why all the fucking trees are going house. They talking about fucking dollars made out of plastic and sheetrock. Motherfucking re-deodorized motherfucking canteen cans. Aries season is very dynamic in a way where it should hold on to a lot of things that it knows is trustworthy. Like, I can trust that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you've been going through a lot of things. You probably dealt with a lot of people and a lot of customers and a lot of, you know what I'm saying, cousins and, you know, siblings and shit. And, you know what I'm saying? It's like a lot of shit that you probably could trust. Like, I probably can trust that they probably need a little bit of TLC. They probably need a little bit of alone time. They probably all going through something. Everybody do got battles. Everybody do got stripes and griefs. Everybody do go through things. You know what I'm saying? I'm not gonna be too judgmental. You know what I'm saying? Even though I'm fucked up in the head and I'm trying to give somebody else advice because I figured, you know what I'm saying, they need it. No, it don't go like that. You don't give advice like that. You taking advice from somebody who's fucked up in the head, how could that, you know what I'm saying? Like, no, they probably ain't dealing with your situation, but they got a situation themselves and it's kind of real fucked up and it's like fucking with them to the point where now they trying to fucking coach and push you through and make the wind pass by and give you high five hugs and daps, and they fucking ass ain't even got it all under control. They uncomfortable. You know what I'm saying? And next, you know what I'm saying? Then don't do me like that. My bad. Damn. Back up. It's what a motherfucker gotta be shown. Are you that enlightened to be able to go against things that you already been up against and you know they coming out the door looking the fucking same, but you came out the door brand new, refreshed, recharged, refiltered, purified, dipped in golden armor. The sharpest butter knife in the drawer. right? Because Saturn is here, so you know it makes it extra sharp. Like the imagination is extra sharp. But the point, getting to the point, look, it's just straight. You know what I'm saying? It's a butter knife. You get in motherfucking. You're not about to poke nothing here. Not when we have Saturn, which represents the bone. So that's the actually shape of the knife itself. So the knife ain't gonna be sharp like that. It's gonna be blunt. Motherfucker cutting soft butter. That shit right there. You trying to cut a soft stick of butter? Just be prepared for that motherfucker not to come out so well. You know what I'm saying? At least when you cut that bitch off the motherfucking paper, that motherfucker gonna be sliding and everything. You like, this motherfucker halfway melted. You know how you make your grilled cheese sandwich and then you sit the fucking butter to the side, sitting too close to something that was a little bit too hot. You grab the motherfucking shit and you like, man, what is given? I'm already a half a stick 3/4 in. And guys, I had a wonderful time talking to you about the Aryan season. Oh my goodness, of 2023. Look, as long as you're confident in yourself, right? I'm for real. Like, I ain't fucking bullshit. Like, you really have to believe in yourself and you can't have no fear. Fear and anxiety is just something that you're feeling from someone else if you have that type of energy like that. But if you're a trick ass motherfucker, you know what I'm saying, then fear and anxiety is something that you probably need to, you do need to be worried about, because you know your opponent probably is a little bit more trickier and charming than you, because you don't figure you as charming and powerful to be able to overcome your adversaries. But you should. If you travel the 7 seas with me, your host, Sir Howard, and I only come true to help you with your power as we travel the 7 seas under the umbrella of Neptune, under the umbrella of it all. Till then, till next time, take care of yourself, and please take care of your self-confidence and your drive, and always take care of your power.
Power surging and throbbing, yet under control.
Come back.
Reflection in the mirror, looking in my reflection, trying to find out where I can find protection, where I also see perfection, and where I also seek rejection. Help me now, help my hand, help me now, help my plan. Take me now and rise me up to the top and fill my cup. Let it overflow like the rain. Let it overflow like lucky game. Let it overflow like your love. Your love. Discover the win again. A new type of spot within your soul that turned old to gold. And I did,